انتخابات أمريكية طلع مواطن أسود أصله من كينيا أفريقي ومسلم وكان يدرس في مدرسة إسلامية في إندونيسيا اسمه أوباما، والناس كلهم صفقوا لهذه الشخصية في الوطن العربي وفي العالم الإسلامي وفي أفريقيا، واستبشروا بخير وصفقوا له وصلوا من أجله ودعوا له بالنجاح، وربما يكونوا قد دخلوا حتى في حملات التبرع الشرعية لتمكينه من الفوز في رئاسة أمريكا.
Talked about my Muslim faith, and you're absolutely right that has not come. My Christian faith. Talked about my Muslim faith.
On this, the holiest week of the year for Americans of Christian faith, the President of the United States, your President of the United States, told an audience in a Muslim country that the United States of America does not consider itself a Christian nation. It does not consider itself a Christian nation.
בא חוסיין ואומר, אני מרים את האסלאם. האסלאם זה תרבות מאוד חשובה. הג'יהאד שלהם שהם רוצים לחסל את כל העולם שלא מאמין בדת שלהם, זה לא נורא. הוא כבר ימצא איזה מילים יפות ומתאימות. מי צריך לשלם את התשלום? מי צריך לשלם את התשלום? אנחנו.
Let me be clear. Israel's security is sacrosanct. It is non-negotiable. And Jerusalem will remain the capital of Israel, and it must remain undivided. And it must remain undivided.
Jerusalem must remain undivided. Those are code words.
Well, the issue of it being undivided, I have said, and I said immediately after the speech, that word was poorly chosen.
Senator, it's a very simple declarative statement. It must remain. And you started the paragraph by saying, let me be clear.
Charlie, if the day after or the day of making the speech, I concede that the wording was poor.
ארורים הם הרשעים שמתעסקים בעצה רעה על ישראל, וכל אחד ואחד מהם יועץ לפי דרכו ואומר עצתי טובה מעצתך.
Investing, I think, more than sacrificing, literally billions of dollars not in servicing Israelis, military, but actually in investing in the new state of Palestine, in investing billions of dollars it will probably take also to support, I think, what will have to be a mammoth protection force, not of the old, Srebrenica kind or the Rwanda kind, but a meaningful military presence, because it seems to me at this stage, and this is true of actual genocides as well, and not just major human rights abuses, which we're seeing there.
Obama is minimizing his association with Rashid Khalidi, an allegedly former member of a terror organization.
Rashid Khalidi today is a professor at Columbia, earlier was a professor at the University of Chicago, but before that he was an employee of the Palestinian Liberation Organization. And he was an employee of the PLO back when it was a designated terrorist organization.
Today, Rashid Khalidi is the head of the Middle East program at Columbia University. Not surprisingly, he helped coordinate Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's speech at the school, who said Israel should be wiped off the map.
That
But if there is no peace between Palestine and Israel, the end result will be an apartheid-like arrangement between Israel and Palestine. And there's a lot of evidence to support that. Take the contrast between the settlements up in the hills, fortified, well off, with swimming pools, and the Arab favelas, in which people live without even running water, in which their olive orchards were cut down, and so forth. Think of that New York Times article 2 weeks ago, which provided statistics on the extent to which, I believe, about 40% of the land seized by settlements was literally stolen from the Palestinians.
הוא לקח לידו יהודי בשם רם עמנואל, ראשי תיבות רע.
An unidentified Jewish leader quoted White House Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel as saying, quote, "In the next 4 years there's going to be a permanent status arrangement between Israel and the Palestinians on the basis of 2 states for 2 peoples, and it doesn't matter to us at all who is prime minister."
This victory alone is not the change we seek. It is only the chance for us to make that change. And that cannot happen if we go back to the way things were. Change has come to America.
הם מוכרים אותנו בחינם, בחינם, כי האינטרסים של אמריקה קובעים ולא האינטרסים של ישראל. אנחנו באמת מהווים בעיה לאומות העולם, בפרט לאמריקה, כי מה אנחנו יכולים להביא לאמריקה? יכולים להביא להם נפט.
I understand those who protest that some countries have weapons that others do not. No single nation should pick and choose which nation holds nuclear weapons.
همه ملت‌ها یک فریاد می‌زنند و همه اونها با پلاکارد و مشت‌های گره کرده فریاد می‌زنند مرگ بر اسرائیل.
And any nation, including Iran, should have the right to access peaceful nuclear power, including Iran.
Saying Israel would soon disappear, Ahmadinejad first made the remarks in 2005, fueling international outrage and speculation that he was threatening the Jewish state with a nuclear weapon.
אז כאלה משוגעים יש לנו בסביבה, המצב שלנו לא טוב.
I understand those who protest that some countries have weapons that others do not.
Ahmadinejad is saying to people in Iran that the end of the world is rapidly approaching and that it's his mission to bring it about by destroying Israel.
No single nation should pick and choose which nation holds nuclear weapons.
Take Ahmadinejad very seriously. Israel might be wiped off the map.
And he stands up, he says Israel should be wiped off the map.
אנחנו צריכים להתעורר ולחזור בתשובה ולהחזיר יהודים בתשובה. אם נעשה ככה, שום אויב, שום מדינה, שום אומה לא יוכלו עלינו, וגם גוג ומגוג עם 70 אומות עולם לא יוכלו לגעת בנו כהוא זה, אם נעשה את רצון הבורא.
Assalamu alaikum.
עם תשובה של עם ישראל, אנחנו מפרקים אותם.